to do a Bill Stain song called October Winds. Tomatoes on the windowsill, they come from green, green to red. Some are in the garden still, but the frost has got the bed. There's apples in the presses now, cider in the pail. Gray goose fly besides the cloud, and the hunters have the trails. I tie a red bandana around that old sleepy dog of mine. They try and keep her safe and sound when the shotgun pellets whine. My supply of fuel, well, it's pretty good, for they've worked all summer long. One last robin in the woods has left us with this song. Get out that garden rake, it seems it's in the cards. Every windblown leafy shake come down in your backyard. Put on that old blue woolly coat that keeps you from the chills. October winds have come to town, and summer's o'er the hills. October winds have come to town, and summer's o'er the hills. There's hay stacked high up in the loft, feed cord in the bin. Cattle gather round the trough, and the crops have all come in. You whisper to yourself alone, Lord, how the seasons fly. When birds have taken wings, have flown across the morning sky. You whisper to yourself alone, Lord, how the seasons fly. When birds have taken wings, have flown across the morning sky. Get out that garden rake, it seems it's in the cards. Every windblown leafy shake comes down in your backyard. Put on that old blue woolly coat that keeps you from the chills. October winds have come to town, and the summer's o'er the hills. October winds have come to town, and summer's o'er the hills. October winds.
This is A Stream of Consciousness by Neil Young. He said he has no idea what this song meant.
Well, we'll figure it out. Let's give
All
our
right.
impressions after you're done.
Yep. I dreamed I saw the knight in armor coming, saying something about a queen. There were peasants singing and drummers drumming, and the archer split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun, floating on the breeze. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 21st century. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 21st century. I was lying in a burned out basement with a full moon in my eye. I was hoping for replacement when the sun burst through the sky. There was a band playing in my head, and I felt like getting high. I was thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. I was hoping it was a lie. Well, I dreamed I saw the silver spaceship flying in the yellow haze of the sun. There were children crying and the colors flying all around the chosen one. All in a dream, all in a dream, the loading had begun. Flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home in the sun. Flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home.
This is a song I wrote 10 years ago. It was inspired by a very simple conversation I had with somebody. I was pulling up dandelions, and this guy walked up to me, and he said, this is a quote, "Why are you killing those flowers?" He really serious. And it turns out he was from Israel, and apparently they don't have dandelions in Israel, or at least his part of Israel, and he's he just was, what? This guy's killing these flowers. Anyway, so that little conversation gave an inspiration to my little writing brain here. So this is titled Weed or Flower, subtitled The Dandelion King. And the moral of the story here is a lot of times there's more than one way to look at something, right? Okay. Of all the weeds in the spring, we crown the dandelion king. Oh, dandelion, so many of you, I'm trying to whittle you down to a few. My hands are sore from all this prying, spirits are low and my brain is a-frying. Been on my knees for hours and hours, I think I've been here since the Eisenhowers. To my dismay and total frustration, tomorrow will bring a new generation. And you are the root of all evil, for evil is your root. What leaves me in upheaval, your leaves are ugly to boot. There's something like curdly milk in your stem, and I cannot stem the flow. Your blooms have an actual stigma to them. You're a bloomin' blankety blank, so and so. The stigma is actually part of the reproductive structure. Now I know as a matter of fact, your roots never come up completely intact. Like in that commercial I always will find, somehow I've left little pieces behind. I'm losing the battle in this losing war. For every one picked there are 3 dozen more. Your numbers could fill the deepest ocean. I'm pulling and pulling and pulling and plucking and plucking and plucking and plucking and picking, picking and picking and picking and prying. Could this be perpetual motion? enough of this useless endeavor. I'm starting to get a clue. A diamond is forever. That goes for dandelions too. They say one man's junk is another man's treasure. It's all in your point of view. The cup is half full, and just for good measure, from now on I'm rooting for you. Rooting for you. When the sun comes up tomorrow at dawn, cute baby suns will appear on my lawn. If neighbors complain, they'll spread to their grasses. I think I'll just hand them some rose-colored glasses. Like pines and aspen that turn in the fall, your colors are yellow and green after all. Oh, dandelion, you're nothing but pretty, so why is your reputation so shockingly negative and unfavorable? Oh, dandelion, I'm pulling for you. Here is the plan, and I know what to do. I'll write to Congress to pass a directive to tell the world to change its perspective and look at you in a whole different light, to save you from your sorrowful plight and see you for what you really are, a truly delightful botanical star. And your leaves make a tasty salad, your roots brew a healthy tea, a diuretic that's valid as an herbal remedy. The latex inside of your stem is of use to industries everywhere. Your fermented blossoms can even produce dandelion wine with an organic flair. With millions of years in your evolution, you've been endowed with a strong constitution. You spread your seeds from Pittsburgh to Perth. Certainly you will inherit this earth. A beautiful flower indeed. Oh, why were you branded a weed? A beautiful flower indeed. Oh, why were you branded a weed?
So it's a new Kate Wolf song. Well, it's an old Kate Wolf song, but it's new to me. Lately. And that's the name of it, Lately. All right. Lately in the afternoon, I'm crying over you, though everything still seems just the same. And lately there've been questions in this heart of mine that don't bring any answer but pain. And honey, I can't tell if it's you or me, or both of us that need to change. And if I thought that you could see it too, we might find the good times once again. Lately in the morning, I love to be alone with the words that come into my mind. And lately you've been seen coming into your own, but what is is it that you're trying to find? And honey, I can't tell if it's you or me, or both of us that need to change. And if I thought that you could see it too, we might find the good times once again. And lately in the evening, I'm feeling better too, though there's still a lonely feeling down inside. And lately I've stopped listening to all the kind advice. The way is getting clear all the time. And honey, I can't tell if it's you or me, or both of us that need to change. And if I thought that you could see it too, we might find the good times once again. We might find the good times once again.
I'm going to give it a try. It's called Sutter's Mill. In the spring of 47, so the story it is told, old John Sutter went to the mill site, found a piece of shine. You know what? I don't even remember how it's found. A piece of shining gold. Found a piece of shining gold. Well, he took it to the city, where the word like wildfire spread. Old John Sutter soon came to wishing that he'd left that stone in the riverbed. Oh, they came like herds of locusts, every woman, child, and man, in their lumbering Conestogas. They left their track upon the land. Some would fail and some would prosper. Some would die and some would kill. Some would beg the Lord for their deliverance. Some would curse John Sutter's mill. Well, they came from New York City, and they came from Alabama, with their dream of finding fortune in this wild, unsettled land. Well, some fell prey to hostile arrows as they tried to cross the land, and some were lost in Rocky Mountains, with their hands froze to the reins. Some would fail and some would prosper. Some would die and some would kill. Some would beg the Lord for their deliverance. Some would curse John Sutter's Mill. Well, they came from New York City, and they came from Alabama with their dreams of finding fortune in this wild, unsettled land. In this wild, unsettled land.
All right, I guess I'm up. So I'm gonna do "Here Tonight" by Garnet Rogers. We'll call it strange, or what you will, that my heart can surprise me still. Might be the sun, some trick of light. What I'd give to have you here tonight. Cafe table set for one. Watch the sails in the setting sun, and the smell of wine, and the taste of sea. What I'd give to have you here with me. I watched the sun fall from the sky. It gave the sea an amber glow. I raised my glass and I said goodbye. The sea shone gold like whiskey. I tell myself this'll pass. It's a half full, half empty glass. That's such a love can bring such pain. What I'd give to have you here again. A warm night in a whispering field. Stars were falling from the sky. You took my hand and it was sealed. It was gone before the morning. I watched the moon rise from the hills. The sea was moving soft and slow. I tried and I could not drink my fill. I turned the glasses over. The days go slow. The years they flee. The future's not for us to see. But for tonight, I'll let you be. What I'd give to have you here with me. What I'd give to have you here with me. Here tonight.
This
And
is
who
a
wrote
song by Sycon. You must know someone like him. He was tall, strong, and lean, body like a greyhound, mind so sharp and keen. But his heart, just like a laurel, grew twisted on itself, till almost everything he did brought pain to someone else. What's the use of two strong legs if you only run away? What good is a finest voice if you nothing good to say? What good is strength and muscle if you only push and shove? What's the use of two good ears if you can't hear those you love? It's not just what you're born with, it's what you choose to bear. It's not how large your share is, but how much you can share. It's not the fight you dream of, but those you really fought. It's not just what you're given, but what you do with what you've got. Between those who use their neighbor and those who use a cane, between those in constant power, those in constant pain, between those who run to evil and those who cannot run, which ones are the cripples? Which ones touch the sun? It's not just what you're born with, it's what you choose to bear. It's not how large your share is, but how much you can share. It's not the fight you dream of, but those you've really fought. It's not just what you're given, but what you do with what you've got.
This song is special to me for two reasons. Number one, I'm totally on board with the message. The message being, why can't we all just get along? Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Ha, ha. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No no need for greed or hunger, a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people carrying all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
So we're going to try little James Taylor, Sweet Baby James. Okay. There is a young cowboy who lives on the range. His horse and his cattle are his only companion. He works in the saddle and he sleeps in the canyon, waiting for summer, his pastures to change. As the moon rises, he sits by his fire, thinking about women and glasses of beer, closing his eyes as the doggies retire. He sings out a song which is soft but is clear, as if maybe someone could hear. Good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dream and rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Now the 1st of December was covered with snow. So was the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston. Look at, where's my words? Like the Berkshires seem dreamlike on account of the frosting. With 10 miles behind me, 10,000 more to go. There's a song that they sing when they take to the highway, song that they sing when they take to the sea, song that they sing of their home in the sky. Maybe you can believe it if it helps you to sleep, but singing works just fine for me. Good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rock-a-bye, sweet baby James.
Here goes. This is called Spanish is the Loving Tongue. Spanish is the loving tongue, soft as music, light as spray. 'Twas a girl I learned it from, living down Sonora way. I don't look much like a lover, yet I'd say her love words over. Often when I'm all alone, mi amor, mi corazón. Nights when she knew where I'd ride, she would listen for my spurs, ring that big door open wide, raise them laughing eyes of her. Then my heart would not stop beating when I heard her tender breathing whisper soft for me alone, mi amor, mi corazón. Moonlight in the patio, old senor in riding gear, me and Juana talking low, so the madre could not hear. How those hours would go flying, and too soon I hear her sighing in her little sorry tune. Adios, mi corazón. But one time I had to fly for a foolish gambling fight, so we made a swift goodbye in that black unlucky night. Where'd I lose her arms from clinging? With her words the hoops kept ringing as I galloped north alone. Adios, mi corazón. Never seen her since that night. I can't cross that line, you know. She was brown and I was white, like as not it's better so. Yet I've always sorta missed her since that last wild night I kissed her, left her heart, lost my own. Adios, mi corazón. Left her heart, lost my own. Adios, mi corazón.
Riley, and it's a traditional song, but I transcribed the Kate Rusby arrangement, and I have no clue who Kate Rusby is, other than she does a heck of a job on this song. Anyway, the theme is the British merchant sailing and so forth that would sail off to like India. And anyway, Bold Riley was a sailor, and when these voyages would take place, then of course there's always a lot of sadness when loved ones would go off, and the merchants would advance the payment for the sailor to the family. Anyway, So there's a line in here about, come on, Mary, don't look gloom. Mary being one of the wives or girlfriends or something. So anyway, that's the theme of the song. So anyway, we'll give it a try. Oh, the rain, it rains all day long. O'Reilly, oh, O'Reilly. And the northern wind, it blows so strong. O'Reilly, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear. Oh, O'Reilly, oh, O'Reilly. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear. Oh, O'Reilly, oh, has gone away. Well, come on, Mary, don't look gloom. O'Reilly, oh, O'Reilly. Come the white stocking days, you'll be drinking rum. O'Reilly, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear. Oh, O'Reilly, oh, O'Reilly. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear. Oh, O'Reilly, oh, has gone away. We're outward bound for the Bengals Bay. O'Reilly, oh, O'Reilly. Get bending, me lad, it's a hell of a way. O'Reilly, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear. Oh, O'Reilly, oh, O'Reilly. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear. Oh, O'Reilly, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear. Oh, O'Reilly, oh, O'Reilly. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear. Oh, O'Reilly, oh, has gone away. Yeah, Bold Riley.
O'Reilly's gone away.
This is one, I hope I can sing this because normally I sing harmony when we perform this, but I'm going to try it out. I will pledge my heart to the love we share through the good and the bad times too. I'll forsake my rest for your happiness. Till my death I will stand by you. When God as my witness, this vow I will make, to have and to hold you, no other to take. rich or for poor, under skies gray or blue, till my death I will stand by you. There are wars and there are rumors, the wars yet to come, temptations we have to walk through. Though others may tremble, I will not run till my death, I will stand by you. I will put on the armor of faithfulness to fight for a heart that is true, till the battle is won. I will not rest till my death, I will stand by you, till the battle is won. I will not rest till my death, I will stand by you.
Okay, about 50 years ago, my stepbrother gave me a gift. This is the gift. The long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. I've seen that road before. It always leads me here. Lead me to your door. The wild and windy night that the rain washed away has left a pool of tears, crying for the day. Why leave me standing here? Lead me to, let me know the way. Many times I've been alone, and many times I've cried. Well, anyway, you'll never know the many ways I've tried, and still they lead me back to the long winding road. You left me standing here long, long time ago. Don't leave me waiting here. Lead me to your door. But still they lead me back to the long winding road. You left me standing here long, long time ago. Don't keep me waiting here. Lead me to your door. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Play that.
All right.
Excellent.
It ain't in the wine. No. We'll turn up the bottle, pour down the wine. Forget about this moment, Lord. Think about some better time. And leave the bar at 2 o'clock and walk on down the line. It's another night just spent alone with them old blue lights and wine. Them old blue lights, they serve as sad reminders of the love I'm not sure I'll ever find. Each night the bartender's just a little bit kinder. Well, I guess he knows the trouble's on my mind. Yes, and long ago the happiness came once in a while with wine. But now the wine no longer brings it, Lord. I drink it all the time. Why do I go on living with all this hurt and crying? I've searched for an answer all my life, but it ain't in the wine. The old blue lights, they serve as sad reminders of the love I'm not sure I'll ever find. Each night the bartender's just a little bit kinder, but I guess he knows trouble's on my mind. Yes, I guess he knows it ain't in the wine.
Well, this is a Beatles song that I heard Mary McCaslin. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of her.
I've heard of her.
Okay, well, she did this in a folk style. So, I haven't done this for a long time, but I just pulled it up after Joel did his song because I was thinking about Beatles songs that I might be able to do without too much prep. So this is Things We Said Today, and I'll see if I can pull it off. You say you will love me if I have to go. You'll be thinking of me, somehow I will know. Someday when I'm lonely, wishing you weren't so far away, then I will remember the things we said today. You'll say you'll be mine, girl, till the end of time. These days, such a fine girl seems so hard to find. Someday when we're dreaming, deep in love, not a lot to say, then we will remember the things we said today. Me, I'm just a lucky kind, love to hear you say that love is love. And though we may be blind, love is here to stay, and that's enough to make you mine, girl. Be the only one. Love me all the time, girl. We'll go on and on. Someday when we're dreaming, deep in love, not a lot to say, then we will remember the things we said today. Me, I'm just the lucky kind. Love to hear you say that love is love. And though we may be blind, love is here to stay. And that's enough to make you mine, girl. Be the only one. Love me all the time, girl. We'll go on and on. Someday when we're dreaming, deep in love, not a lot to say, then we will remember the things we said today. Then we will remember the things we said today.